Hey everyone, it's Sunny. Since it's almost the end of Pride Month, I thought I would do a little more of a wholesome video, considering my first video was very aggressive and very analytical. So I just want to do something fun and wholesome, because that's kind of my brand on my other channel, and just do a video where I tell you my personal headcanons and theories about the My Little Pony characters and their sexualities. And I hope you like it, and I think this is going to be fun. And this video will be covering a lot of sexualities and gender identities I know a lot of the fandom probably won't know of, so just Google shit, because just Google shit. Don't be a dick, don't tell me it's not sexuality or some stupid shit in the comments. Just do your fucking research, you dumbass. Starting off with Rainbow Dash, because this is going to be a very obvious answer, I think she's a lesbian. I just think she's a lesbian. It's not really a nuanced opinion. A lot of the fandom generally agrees with this theory, and it makes sense in the show, considering how she rarely ever shows interest in men. Anytime a guy does, she gets really weirded out and grossed out by it, and how she tends to be very close, and how she interacts with her female friends, which, no, not alone with her just interacting with her female friends and being very close, it's kind of sus. But considering she ended up with Applejack and the way they interacted in the show, it gave off very vibes. Also, I think she could be non-binary, or at least struggling with her gender identity, somewhere possibly on the trans spectrum. Considering, especially the stuff with, in season 6 a little bit, where that joke about her not really being able to accept she likes feminine shit, she gets very embarrassed about her liking feminine shit when she clearly likes it. It feels like a weird way of her, compensating for something. She's supposed to be this, very masculine figure, but she just isn't all the time, and that's, suspiciously, weirdly damaging to her. Also, you tell me that it's totally not suspicious that an MLP episode about Rainbow Dash is about not having her name respected when she clearly wants to be called that and people not respecting that. I couldn't totally see what that resembles. I couldn't totally see what that could possibly be a reference to. And if it is kind of a reference to that, then the MLP writers, y'all fucked up with that moral. That's all I'm gonna say. Applejack is just a straight up lesbian, there's no doubt about it. Watch the show and tell me she's not a lesbian. Tell me she's not fucking gay. Seriously, it's right there in front of you. Also, if we're going through quick rounds of not really going in depth about character sexualities, because it's just kind of a duh thing, then Sunset is bisexual. I don't really count the creator on fucking Twitter confirming it, because it was replying to a thing about a shipping war and them commenting as a joke, which is a really pussy way to show your representation. I do not call that representation. That is fucking weak. But yeah, Sunset does in general give off a lot of cool bisexual vibes. She just generally gives that off. She is just a bisexual icon, and we love her for that, and we stand her for that. Trixie is trans, and I will not give any other explanation besides, in her original concept art, she was originally supposed to be a guy. Lauren Faust has said before that one of the MLP characters is trans. And not to mention how in the show, a lot of the girl ponies have two white Irish things, but Trixie only has one, which is most commonly seen in stallions. For Starlight, I just think of she's a straight, asexual lesbian. I don't really have any proof for this, I just think she is. She just gives off that vibe. Now to the more interesting characters to talk about. Honestly, of course, I think Pinkie Pie is pansexual, but I also think she's gender fluid. I feel like she changes between genders whenever she feels like it. And it makes a lot of sense. And I don't really have any other proof or evidence for this theory besides the way one of the MLP directors draw Pinkie Pie and her outfits and shit for concept art. Next, I think Twilight is demisexual. And if you don't know what that is, Google. I also think she's obviously bisexual. She just gives off those vibes, and it's just the way she interacts with everybody. I feel like it just makes sense. I also feel like she's polyamorous. Like, she's attracted and loves multiple people at once. Like, I just feel like it makes a lot of sense for her, and it's kind of shown in the show. For Rarity, of course, I think she's bisexual, but I feel like she's also, like, asexual. Like, I know a lot of people don't agree with this theory just because Rarity is flirty, but, like, you can be flirty and be asexual. Specifically, I think Rarity just doesn't want to be sexually involved with anybody, but romantically involved she will be. Like, I can just see her being flirty and wanting to date somebody, but just not have sex or any of that kind of stuff. And I can also see her being poly because, let's be honest, she's in love with Applejack, Twilight, and Pinkie Pie. Let's be honest about that. Like, she's obviously in love with them. Fluttershy is trans and pansexual. That's it. Discord, he's just unlabeled. I feel like he doesn't feel the need to put a label on his sexuality. He just dates and fucks whoever he wants to, and he just doesn't give a shit at all. Like, he just doesn't care. He's the Lord of Chaos. He doesn't have time to give a shit. I also feel like he's also agender. Like, he doesn't really have any, like, gender identity, or doesn't feel like any gender. I just feel like he's just chaos. I feel like to him he just feels like chaos, and that's it. Spike is bisexual. At least that's how I see it. Like, honestly, I feel like he's attracted to multiple genders. And right now he's just kind of going through his, like, weird straight phase of, like, being young and thinking you're attracted to this person when you're not. Like, I feel like he's going through that, and he's slowly getting out of it, honestly. Also, just, like, honestly, as a biracial person who's half black, Spike's experience, especially with him interacting with his culture and, like, his species and shit, kind of resembles, like, the experience, at least for me, of a black queer kid, like getting weird racial microaggressions from your friend, but at the same time being mocked and almost killed for being feminine or being perceived as gay. Like, Spike generally has to go through that, and just that kind of just resembles a lot, like, honestly. Also, I didn't really have a lot of, like, things to go off of Spike being bisexual and shit, or at least being LGBT. I still really don't, but I read that fic, or listened to the fic called Spike Comes Out, and then my big brain just, like, clicked for me. It just clicked for me, and now I ship Spike and Rumble, and I don't give a shit. Now it is time for a random rapid fire of characters I think that are gay or, like, LGBT, but I don't really have an explanation, so we're just going to do in a fast round. Gallus is gay or bisexual. Like, I don't know which, but, like, I just feel it. Sandbar is omnisexual, along with Gabby, and I don't really have any other evidence besides because I said so. Rara, or Conta Coloratura, is a fucking lesbian. She's in love with Applejack. Rumble is bisexual. I don't know why, but he just is. Marble Pie is a lesbian. She's a wholesome lesbian. Limestone is the supportive straight ally, or she's just bisexual. There's, like, no in between. Maud is asexual. I just have a feeling. Maybe it's just me. Vapor Trail is a lesbian or pansexual. She could be either or. I just don't know, honestly. Yona? I feel like she could be pansexual, honestly. She gives off those vibes, to be very honest. Ember is a trans lesbian. Thorax is trans and pansexual. And Sunburst, he's gay. That's all I can say. He's fucking gay. Like, he gives off very gay vibes. Also, Soren's gay. I don't give a shit if you ship him with Rainbow Dash. He is not fucking interested. Like, there is literally a clip of Rainbow Dash being feminine and close to him and it kind of being flirty. And Soren's just looking so scared and confused. How could he be possibly blushing or like interested if he just looks so fucking terrified? This man is gay? He's just, yeah, he is not fucking straight. Yeah, just no. Him and Rainbow Dash are woman loving woman and men loving men solidarity. But anyway, chat, hope you enjoyed the video. A more analytical video should be coming up on the channel soon in a couple of days, and I hope y'all are doing well.